Can you describe to me how a transformative mediation session for, let's say, two spouses who want to get a divorce, how does it look like in terms of setting, length, and process?
Okay. Well, all of those factors vary according to what the parties want. I always offer the possibility that it would be helpful to talk to me privately at the start. And the purpose of that conversation is for them to get clearer about how they want to approach the ongoing process if they want to. One key to this process is that it is really genuinely voluntary every step of the way, that there's never any pressure from me. And the most important part of this process is that people get to make their own choices. So from the very start, you get to decide whether you want to do this. But assuming they want to participate in a conversation that I will facilitate, next we sit down together. And, I give a little introduction where I remind them that this is their process, their conversation, and it's my job to support them in that I work for them. I share with them in that little introduction that I will do things that are intended to support the choices they are making in the conversation. And by that I mean doing things that acknowledge the choices they're making and shine a light on the choices they're making. So it's choices that the parties are making, and I'm there to support that.
So the word choice is very important, personal choice. But another word that I find is as important is self-determination, what you call self-determination, and I call self-governance. I think it's really the same thing. Sometimes people have forgotten how to determine their own destiny. They truly have forgotten to stand up for themselves. They don't even know with certainty what it is that they really believe in, what exactly are the values that are most important to them, because they can come in for a conflict that, is focused on several material demands, but in reality, it's not what's bothering them. How can you make sure that you create that space where both of your parties will be speaking their minds, making their own choices, and being self-governing in that particular session?
Well, part of it for me is that, if somebody tells me before a mediation session that they have certain demands that they're very attached to, my answer is great, we can talk about that. Of course, I can't promise them that those demands will be met, but I can absolutely promise them that I will support them in making those demands. And then, the process itself leads to a response from the other party. And, then the person with the demands has choices to make about how to respond. And there is this tendency, I find, for people to get clearer about what matters to them and to make changes in their decisions about what matter to them as the result of a meaningful conversation.
Can I ask you something about the role of the mediator? Why do those two parties need a third one in the room with them? Why can't they just be coached a little bit before their conversation? Somebody coaches them and says, you need to clarify what you want to achieve, write it down on paper, go inside and just tell the other party, the other party is here, is going to listen to you, and, you respectfully listen to the other party too. Why can't it be just the two of them?
Well, this isn't a great marketing answer that I'm going to give you, but sometimes it can just be the two of them. I mean, people do have productive conversations by themselves. That happens. It is reassuring for people who are in conflict to have one person there who is paying attention to them and who is not fighting with them, who's not disagreeing with them. In fact, who is going to be understanding and empathic toward them. That is just reassuring. It's good not to be alone. And so neither person is alone. They've got a friend there.